Well, good morning. Welcome to Meoki Ranch. A couple of years ago, when we first bought the property, we didn't know anything about farming. We didn't know anything about trees. Didn't know anything about really anything out here. So we went out, bought a bunch of trees, came in here, planted them, and as you can tell, made a big mistake. We planted these trees way too deep in the ground. These are citrus trees. We have some Valencia oranges. We have some lemons and some limes. And this lime tree has produced a lot of fruit over the years, but it seems to be in pretty poor shape right now. Anyways, last year we had heavy rains. We had a pretty cold winter. I think we had about 6-7 days of frost. And we thought all these trees were dead. So at the end of the winter, came back, looked around, saw a bunch of just dry twigs, and said, well, let me let it go and see what happens. Fortunately, they appear to be alive and kicking. They're still here. That's the important thing. They may not be in the best shape in the world, but they're still here. So with the help of a bunch of YouTube videos, we're trying to do what we can to make things a little bit better. Here's a kumquat. It's got a bunch of young fruit coming out. Again, it's seen better days. This tree was beautiful when it came in. There's just too much water. We haven't turned on the irrigation system in months because it's just been way too much water out here. Water sits 8-9 inches underground. There's another lime tree. This one's doing real well. This one's pretty. This one came in as basically just as a little twig, but it's looking real pretty right now. And we'll see. This mamey over here was a beautiful mamey tree. There was 4 of them. And when that winter hit, when the freeze hit, it decimated them. Not only that, they were already weakened by all of the rain that we had last summer. Again, as you can see, I basically dug a pit and put them into the pit, which is obviously not the way to do it. I know better now. But the other trees were here, and everything just died. I had a jackfruit over here that was given to me by a good friend of mine, Douglas, and it's gone. I had a ciruela tree here, and again, dead. Nothing but a twig. I'm gonna eventually pull this out. I just didn't have the heart to do it. The summer gets a lot of rain out here. Winters are a little harsher than what we're used to down in Miami. And again, look at the pit. I dug a pit and put the tree into the pit, which obviously didn't help. I put these little barriers around the trees so that the deer wouldn't mess with them. And they did okay. They did okay for a while. Over here you have it's a marañón. This is a cashew tree. And once again, it succumbed to the wet and cold winter that we had. But I didn't pull it out. I let it go, and it seems to be making a comeback. What we get out of this, I don't know, but I'm gonna let it go. It has sentimental value, so I'm gonna let it go and see what happens. Another couple trees I'm gonna show you here. Again, horrible examples of planting on my part. I have to come in and weed and clean this up. We haven't been here for a couple weeks. So I got a lot of work to do today. But before I get started, I just wanted to show you the progress. This is a mango tree that was given to me again by a good friend of mine, Douglas. Not sure of the variety. It was already pretty well established by the time we put it into the ground. And it had seen better days. It seems to be making some kind of a comeback. Again, I don't know what's going to come out of it, but I'm going to let it go because, again, it was given to me by a good friend, and I'd like to see it through and see what happens. Although I don't hold much hope for this one. The bark is cracking. There's some significant rot going on there, so we'll see about this one. Here, on the other hand, we have another mango tree. This was actually 2 mango trees that were in a pot, and put them into the ground together because we couldn't separate the roots. Again, there's a lot of growth all around it. I got to clean this up later on today. But the mango tree appeared to have died. It had lost all of its leaves. And I let it go. Another Douglas Galbraith tree. But here it is. It's here. It's got some new growth coming out of it, and it appears to be trying to make a comeback. We'll see what happens. A couple years. I'm willing to give it that chance. And this is our grove. We're gonna quite possibly fill it in some, put some more dirt, make some mounds, plant on the mounds. And I've been doing a lot of research now, and I'm a little better educated as to what to do. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know, at the end of the day, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go along here. But we'll see. We'll see what comes out of it. All we have is time. I'm going to show you the last tree for today. The lychees. Again, look at the pit. It's a big old pit that I buried it in. This one was in pretty rough shape. It seems to be doing a little bit better right now. There's a lot of new growth. But it's obviously seen better days. I had another one. That's a Mauritius variety. I had another sweetheart over here, lychee tree, where you see that piece of tie wrap, and that one died. That one didn't take long to go. So anyways, as you can see by our pond, the pond is in a couple of areas breached the bank. So we've had a lot of water. And no, we hope to be drying up at some point, but I doubt it. We'll keep you guys informed with periodic updates. The water's just about on our fire pit. So anyways, that's it for this segment. Thank you for joining me today. This is a Meoki update. And if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, please share them with me. Understand I'm new to this, and I'm willing to take whatever advice I can get to help us make this place a little better for the family and the kids. Thank you very much, and have a great day.